More news from the US, but bad news possibly for Indians in what could spell trouble for many Indians in the US. The Trump administration is planning to pull the plug on work permits for spouses of H-1B visa holders. The US had issued employment authorization papers to the spouses of more than 71,000 H-1B visa holders, over 90% of whom are Indian. According to a top federal agency official, our plans include proposing regulatory changes to remove H-4 dependent spouses from the class of aliens eligible for employment authorization, US federal agency official said. In 2015, the Obama administration allowed work permits for H-1B visa holders and their spouses. This came as a huge fillip for spouses who couldn't otherwise work, while the H-1B visa holder sought permanent resident status, a process that can usually take 10 years or more. But now the US Citizenship and Immigration Services Director has said that the 2015 rule permitting such eligibility will be reversed. Aisha Sindhu now joining us from the newsroom for more on that, to give us a little bit more perspective on that. Aisha, 90% of Indians, is that what's going to be the focus? Are they going to be hit the worst?
Absolutely, Amitabh. Believe it or not, out of the 71,000 new applications that was received by ICE last year, and I'm not talking about visa renewals, I'm talking about fresh applications. They were upward of 71,000, of which 93% were Indians and women, Indian women who had applied for work permits in the United States. The category is known as the H-4 visa in this case. 4% were Chinese workers who'd opted for the chance to work in the US while their spouses were on H-1B visas. So most definitely it is going to hit Indians working in the United States pretty hard, especially those who are waiting or who have already benefited from this provision that was brought about in 2015 by the Obama-era administration.
Aisha, again, looking at the way the Trump administration and especially President Trump has positioned himself vis-a-vis issues like this, what's really the main objective that the administration is looking at?
Well, it's putting America first once again. I mean, that really is the crux of this. A lot of people feel that immigrants, in any case, are taking jobs that, Americans deserve to have. Additionally, the fact that spouses who otherwise can't work while their spouses are waiting for the chance to become permanent residents now get a chance to work in the United States and with official and legal sanctions. So this is once again, let's say, an attempt by the U.S. administration to sort of roll back the opportunities for immigrant spouses. The impact, of course, on H-1B visas can only be determined, to a certain degree, whereas with the spouses, it's far more easy. But I should add that this particular provision is going to be open to public commentary as well. It will be opened up for debate and discussion, where citizens can write in with their recommendations or whether or not they agree before a final decision is taken on whether or not to revoke this particular clause.